Is there anything fun to do in Vancouver, Washington? Hey, I'm Hannah Dubyne. Welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington YouTube channel. And I am so excited that you're here today because we are talking about fun things to do in Vancouver and Clark County, Washington. Yay, who doesn't love fun things, right? So I decided to make this video because I get quite a few questions from people moving here, everyone all across the spectrum, about, hey, what is there to do in Vancouver and Clark County? What is social life like there? So I thought this would be a good video for me to make so that you can kind of see what actually happens here, what kind of events are available. I'm just going to be listing off some events that I know happen year over year or month over month, so more reoccurring events. This is not at all inclusive. There are way more than this. This is not an exhaustive list. And by the way, if you do want to know fun events that happen every weekend, you should sign up for my weekend newsletter called Weekend Happenings with Hannah. Every weekend I send out an email that's got 5 or 6 of the best events happening in the county. So I know a lot of people really love that. Okay, let's get into the video. So I have 5 main categories for you guys, and just so you know, I've got something in here for everyone. So all ages, all abilities, families, single people, couples, all that good stuff. So I'm just looking down at my phone too because it's a pretty long list. So my first category is festivals. These are things that I know happen year over year and are well loved by our community. The Clark County Fair happens every year up north. That's super fun. If you didn't grow up somewhere where there's a fair, there's rides and food and farm animals and exhibitions. It's really a fun time in the summer. And a lot of these events take place in the summer, but there's still events year round, but especially the festivals, very summer oriented. We have a couple of our smaller cities in the county that have town festival. So Camas days and Battleground Harvest days, they're in essence the same in different cities, but they've got rides and food and parades and vendors, and the community just comes together, hangs out. It's really a super fun time, and you're missing out if you don't have one of those in your town. We also have a lot of music in the park events. So I know there's one in downtown Vancouver this summer, there's one in Camas, there's one in Ridgefield, I think there's probably one in Battleground as well. So it's like free concerts they put on, so that is super fun. Ridgefield has an October festival every October, so that's a blast. The Sunflower Festival, that's not exclusive to one place, but there are several farms out in Brush Prairie, Battleground, North Vancouver area that grow sunflowers, and they have a little sunflower festival in August, September, so I love that. Farmers markets, that's not really a festival, but that's a reoccurring thing. We've got the downtown Vancouver Farmers Market every Saturday and Sunday. We have one in East Vancouver on Thursdays, and then on Wednesday evenings we've got Camas, and I think there are a couple more besides that as well. My next category of fun things to do is outdoor activities. I've got to say this is probably the #1 thing that people look forward to doing when they move to the Pacific Northwest. So this is a big one, and my plug on this one is going to be a hiking book. I'll put it right here. But I give this to a lot of my clients. It's super fun because it shows you all the hiking spots in the area. Sometimes this info can be hard to find online, but some of the fun outdoor opportunities in our area, we've got Lacamas and Round Lake in Camas. You can walk around Round Lake, you can walk on the Lacamas Trail. Very scenic and peaceful. It's pretty busy on the weekends these days, but a fun place for just a casual walk. Vancouver Lake on the west side of Vancouver is also lovely. Not really a lake to swim in just because they've had problems with algae, but it's great to look at, great to walk around, and yeah, it's super fun there. Speaking of Vancouver Lake, we have Frenchman's Bar Park, which is very close to the lake, and it's actually on the Columbia River. So there's a sand beach there, picnic pavilion, volleyball nets with sand volleyball, so that's super fun. A lot of people go there and have gatherings with their friends and family, so fun place to be in the summer. Salmon Creek Greenway is a great place for a casual walk with pets or family. We have the Ridgefield National Wildlife Refuge. It's also really pretty up there. Molten Falls it has the word falls in it. The falls aren't huge there, but it's got a really tall bridge. It's actually featured on Amazon Prime's, like when it goes to the photos, if you leave it on your TV, there's a picture of the Molten Falls Bridge on there, and sometimes crazy kids will jump off of it in the summer. That's a fun place to lay out and swim. We also have Multnomah Falls, which is different than Molten Falls. Multnomah Falls is in Oregon, so it's a little bit of cheating, but it's like 30, 45 minutes away, and that's a huge waterfall, very picturesque, place that a lot of tourists go, but definitely one you have to check out. And I put berry picking on here because technically that's outside. I love berry picking every summer. We have fresh berry fields for strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, gooseberries, I think even some other ones. I love making jam and baked goods every summer, so it's definitely an awesome thing to do. My next category for you is sports. So if you are a sports family, a sports fan, whether you participate or like to watch, there's definitely things for you to do here. So if you've got kids, there's a lot of little leagues here for baseball, soccer, any other common sport, basketball, whatever, they're all here. If you're an adult and you want to play casually, I know there's co-ed leagues for all those sports as well, basketball, softball, soccer. So you'll find opportunities for that. As for watching sports, directly in Clark County, we have the Ridgefield Raptors, which is a little minor league baseball team up in Ridgefield. We also have the Vancouver Volcanoes, which is like a small league basketball team. And then over on the other side of the river, we have the Portland Timbers for MLS soccer, and then we have the Blazers for NBA basketball. So that's just 15 minutes away if you're a fan of that over in Oregon. We also have, I used to go here for like the open gyms, Nadenov Gymnastics. So that's fun if you've got younger kids in gymnastics. And if you are a football fan like me, unfortunately the closest football team is Seahawks, 3 hours away up in Seattle, but I'm a diehard Seahawks fan, so I do drive up a couple times every season to go see a game up there. My next events category is clubs and groups. These are groups of people that I know meet on a regular basis. So one that always comes up is Cars and Coffee. We have a lot of Cars and Coffee in our area. The biggest one that comes to mind for me is the one in Fisher's Landing and the one in Camas. They do them, I think, every month. There's other ones around the city as well. If you're a big car fan and you just like to check that out. I've seen moms groups for kids with autism, which is great. Motocross, dog park meetups is one I love seeing a lot, where it's like, everyone bring your wiener dog to Dakota Dog Park. Everyone bring your corgi. We're all going to meet up at this time at the dog park. So that's kind of fun. We also have churches here of every type. If you are a faith-based person, you'll definitely be able to find your group here. And beyond that, meetup.com has a whole bunch of meetups in the area that happen. So I would say go check that out. My last category of events that happen in Clark County, big category, would be classes. So I've seen everything from spin classes to yoga classes, Pilates, all those health-related classes. We have a lot of art classes. There's kind of a big art following more in the downtown Vancouver area. I've seen small businesses host classes before. So I've seen ones where coffee shops will have someone who does like plant-related things, and you come in and you build a little like plant arboretum and you get a coffee or you get a cocktail or something like that. I've seen ones where you learn how to make a charcuterie board, you do the woodworking, and then you put the food on top of the board itself. So lots of fun things to do here. This is really just a taste of what there is to do here in Clark County. There's so many other things. Go look online. You're probably not going to be able to find everything there, but I promise there's something for everyone here. My recommendation to you would be to sign up for my weekend newsletter, Weekend Happenings with Hannah. I handwrite it every week. I pick out the best events for you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So I will leave the link for that below in the description and in the comments. And hey, if you are thinking about potentially relocating to Vancouver, Camas, or Clark County, Washington, myself and my team at Dubyne Realty Group would love to be of service to you. So please reach out to us, whether you're 9 days, 90 days, or 9 years away from moving. We'd love to hear from you. The best way to reach us is going to be via email, text, or DM us on Instagram. If you want to send me a massive thing about your whole life story, I would love to hear it, but you should probably send it to me via email. I'm going to have our contact info down below, and I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Bye!